Good evening, everyone. Pedro here with another live stream. Just want to welcome you guys to the channel. Maybe it's your first time tuning in, and if you're a trader that's just starting out, guys, or maybe you've been struggling with your trading journey, I just want you to know that you've come to the right place. You've come to a community that you can count on, guys. We come live every single day, Monday to Friday at 7 a.m. Eastern Standard Time, guys. So I look forward to seeing you guys join the family below, and hit that notification bell as well so you get notified and you don't miss a single live stream. With that being said, guys, I do these surprise live streams in the evenings most of the time. Lately, I've been doing them pretty much every single day. So 2 live streams in a day, pretty much every day, Monday through Friday. So pretty crazy, amazing, and like I said, I love being able to help you guys out. So make sure you guys watch till the very end of this live stream. Also, if you guys are new to the family, I look forward to hearing from you guys. Don't be shy to introduce yourself, guys. I'd love to hear from you. And with that being said, let us know where you're tuning in from, guys. We're going to take a look at the markets. Crazy day, guys. Gold went exactly as expected. We had a perfect gold trade that went in our favor. We had GBP as well go in our favor, despite there was a little bit of turbulence with GBP this morning, but we still fought through and price ended up going in our favor. And like I said, gold, we had an amazing turnout. I've cleared the charts here a little bit, and I've just kind of put in a support and resistance level here on gold. But if you want to see how we were able to spot out this opportunity, we actually did catch it live, guys. We caught it in our live stream, and so yeah, look forward to catching more opportunities, more trades with you guys. And like I said, I'm here every single day supporting each and every one of you guys every step of the way. So thank you so much, guys, for tuning in. And like I said, we're just getting started tonight. I look forward to having an amazing live stream tonight. We're going to take a look at the charts. We're going to go a little bit more in depth. We're going to do a little bit of psychology as well. See what the markets have to offer, guys. Despite all this lots of news this week and stuff, this is good. This is a good thing. This isn't a bad thing, guys. But remember to always just manage your risk and don't overtrade, guys. Just trust me. I'm speaking from experience, guys. When I first started, I was typical. I think we've all kind of been there at some point. Typical newbie trader move is like, you just try to double your account. You try to, don't focus on less trading, and you will see how much that will change your overall results in trading, guys. The more and more you're just over trading, or you're just taking in trades, guys, trust me, you won't be successful in that. So either way, guys, welcome. We've got Scalping King, let's go. We've got Richie here, hello, brother, appreciate the love, my man, let's go. Free humanity, let's go, baby, let's go, Papi, what's good. Okay, guys, so we're just gonna start while we wait for a couple more people to tune in. I'm just gonna send a message here to the Telegram family, and then we'll get started, guys. We won't waste time here, so just give me 1 second. Guys, also smash that like button if you enjoy these live streams, guys. Let's go. I love listening to my Spanish music, so I listen to my Spanish music in the background, which is funny. So while you guys have like the nice elevator music in the background, I'm listening to my Spanish music on my end. So I don't know how to figure it out, guys, because of the copyright and stuff like that. So I still have to figure out how that works. Yeah, that's kind of what I do. Okay. All right, guys, so we're gonna get started. Okay, so what are we looking at for gold? We had a crazy move on gold, guys. Crazy move here on gold, guys. Obviously because of news and stuff. However, gold, when we were looking at gold, remember we were looking at this double top formation here. However, you know, we did have price kind of move a little bit above and it almost wicked us out. However, I knew that this was, and let me clear the charts here so you guys can kind of see if we start fresh here. However, we were able to respect this level of resistance. So if you kind of narrow it down even on the 1 hour time frame, this is a little bit more clear for you guys to understand. This level here was the level I was looking at. So even if we put it a tad bit lower, okay, this was kind of the level that we were looking at. So we were on our entries here for sells and we had our stop loss just a tad bit above. I think it was around 40 or 35 pips around there. So it was nice and tight, and we were kind of targeting the lows over here, and you know, price went well below than what we were expecting. We were looking at 126 pips around that range, I remember, but price actually ended up going even further and it completely, you know, collapsed, which is insane. So I'm gonna move that back up. In fact, I'm just gonna erase it, to be honest, because it's kind of irrelevant at this point. And so kind of what are we looking at, guys? So let's go up to the 4 hour time frame. Again, we know what do we know? We are in a downwards trend. So if we look at the daily again, let's just drop everything, go back up. Okay, so I want to do something a little bit different. We know that we're kind of at a level, and if we go up to the weekly, we're at a major level of support, if I'm not wrong. Yeah, so we're kind of at this level of support even on the weekly. We can see that price is just kind of holding here, that level of resistance here, support, a little bit of resistance as well. So if we break below, we're definitely gonna see gold probably come down to these lows over here around 1500 if we break below the current level of support. So we definitely see gold melt from here, but let's see. If we go up to the daily right now at this point, I just want to see current price action, which is the most important thing. Let's see here. So we've got gold passing that price here. Next level would be here, probably this level here, and then yeah, so it'd be this level around here. Probably my next target level for gold. Longer term, once we kind of break that level. So if we move over here, you can see that we have a nice clean area to the downside. Okay. That's over 800 pips. Okay. I'm not saying that's going to happen anytime soon, but you know, within the coming weeks, we could probably see a move like that, especially now that we know that gold is respecting this level structure, and it is quite a significant level of resistance. You know what I mean? Price even wicked it twice. You can see this wick rejection here, and we can see this wick rejection over here. So that's pretty significant, guys. Another level that we need to kind of keep our eyes on is this level here. So this is a level that gold has kind of, you know, respected. Let's put it that way. I wouldn't say struggle, but price has respected this level. So right now at this point, it seems like we may kind of hold this level support for now, and we're kind of doing some sort of sideways action. So at this point, really all we can really do is kind of trade the highs of this range or the lows of this range. If we really do not want to, if we want to trade responsibly, let's put it that way. I will know a little bit more info probably by London session. We'll see what ends up happening and then kind of go from there, guys. Okay, let's stay here, brother. Your USD will be on to uptrend or downtrend. Yeah, we'll take a look at your USD because I'm actually looking at your USD myself. So that's a pair I've been kind of eyeing out. Buenos dias. Good morning. Let's go. I'm selling UK oil. Let's go, bro. Let's go. Let's get it. Okay, guys, welcome to all the new members, guys. Welcome to La Familia, guys. Don't forget to hit the notification bell for all the new members that are just tuning in right now. Maybe it's your first time, whatever it is, guys. Welcome to the family, guys. You know, I appreciate you all very much. And like I said, we do these live streams every single day, guys. So let's get it. Give me 1 second here. Okay. Okay, guys, so let's continue on here. So we're gonna take a look. So we'll come back, we'll reference back to gold and see what ends up happening. But after a strong move like this, we may expect a little bit of sideways action, guys. You know, we had a strong move, so I can expect kind of gold move a little bit sideways, and if it breaks below this level, probably come down to this area here. But we'll see. We'll reference back anyways. If we took a look at the 1 hour, it seems like we may see just gold kind of continue to go down to these lows over here. And I mean, if we were to kind of point out and seek how much of a range we have, let's see here. So 50, yeah. So I mean, it's still a good range. It's 130 pips. So we'll reference back actually here on gold, because this is looking like maybe a good sell opportunity. Seems like we may be rejecting the 20 moving average here. We may come back up if we get a double top here on gold. I might just short gold here if we get a double top rejection here, because if we see this level here, yeah, this is a level, it's holding a level of support. So we see support, support, resistance, resistance. Do you see this double top right here on gold in the past? Look what happened here, guys. Take a look at this. Look at this closely. Resistance, resistance. We got a double top formation, then boom, price melted. And if we look at it, obviously it's not a big move like this, like what we kind of caught in the morning. We didn't catch this, remember. We caught kind of, I think it was, what was it? What high was it? Can't remember. I think it was this area here. Whatever area. You guys saw what we caught. Give me 1 second. Let's see how much from here to here. That's over 90 pips, right? So that's not too bad, guys. You know, in a couple hours, 90 pips. You know what I mean? Talking about like maybe 4 or 5 hours. You know, it's kind of like a set and forget. You set it, and then let's say you manage your risk, and then you go to bed, right? 20 pips. Look, no draw, pretty much no drawdown right there. And then price ended up going in our favor there. So similar to here, guys, I want to see probably price come back up to this level and then reject our 20 moving average. And probably if we're able to hold this level here, I'm expecting a continuation to the downside. Maybe London session, we'll see it melt. Okay, that's kind of my overall expectation. Let's move on to Euro USD and go from there, guys. I'm going to let you know in a second here. All right, so let's take a look here. So Euro USD, guys, what are we looking at Euro USD? You guys could see, do you guys remember this drawing that I did from, let me remove my fib, but I didn't have the fib in the morning, but do you guys remember seeing this? Does this look familiar from today's live stream? Well, I put this in today's live stream anyways. I had drawn up my lines, you know, this kind of upwards trajectory that we had, this upwards trend, and then remember when I drew my downwards trend line here? We have this nice cross that I usually do. I do like my upwards trend line and then the downwards trend line. I always like to have the trend line just because it gives me that kind of clarity that I need. And remember, as traders, guys, we all trade differently, okay? And I want you guys to know that you will find your edge that way. You know what I mean? I trade a certain way, you trade a certain way, and it's all good. You know what I mean? Like some people, if you like RSI, you like RSI. If you like the 20 moving average, you like the 20 moving average. It is what it is, right? Like personally, I like to do like keeping it clean. That's why you most of the times you won't see me use indicators. I love looking at the charts and just looking at it clean. And this is what I teach you guys in all of my live streams and all of my videos. I'm always teaching all of my you know, subscribers and all of my students as well how to look at the markets at the most simplified approach. That's my whole objective, guys. I want you guys to be successful. And you know what I mean? The amount of, like, for example, just getting the, you know, people reach out to me, the testimonies, the screenshots, the messages, it's such a blessing to be able to see how much, you know, a transfer of information that could eventually one day be a transfer of wealth is insane. You know what I mean? The fact that you really put in the work, if you put in the work, you put in the hours, you put in the time, you will see the results, guys. And the less you put in, the less, the more simplified you keep it, the better it is, guys. I'm telling you 100%. I did everything. I had like a whole software system set up in my MT4 at the time. I had this like trigger system and all this. I spent hundreds and hundreds of thousands of dollars in trigger system, this indicator here, and this is gonna, you know, once this crosses this and that, and then in reality, all I was doing was really depending on the indicators and the software than me actually being a trader and actually looking at the market, looking at market structure, current price action and actually learning how to trade. You know what I mean? I was literally just relying on, okay, this looks like it's coming at this little thing, and this little green light turned on, and then this indicator is now pushing this area. You know what I mean? So what I teach you guys is actual price action. I teach you how to look at the basic market structure, guys, which is crucial, which is with any trader, that's the most important thing, is price action, guys. It's understanding market structure, how it moves. Like, why do I have this line here? Why do I have this line here? Well, it's clear, guys. And look how I had this drawn from this morning, and look what price did. Exactly as expected. We had that strong push here despite having this push to the upside. Okay, despite having that, look what it did. It pushed to the downside. We had that strong momentum exactly as expected. And then what is it doing now? It literally came and stopped at the exact area that I pointed it out. Now, does that mean I have a magic potion or something like that, or I have a magic pill or something? No, not necessarily. It's just you look at areas and you're like, okay, well, we got support, resistance. We got support, resistance, support. Okay. Typically, when price is going to break down, I got to be realistic. Where is price usually going to move? If I push it all the way down, and I say, for example, if I'm expecting a break to the downside, I'm not going to put it and say, okay, it's going to go all the way down here and then it's going to pull back. I go based off of my experience and saying, well, you know, if we go back in history and we look, okay, what kind of move can I expect? I go back to the history and I say, well, we had a nice strong move like this. Look at my line, guys. I hope you guys are with me. You guys with me, guys? Give me a nice thumbs up, guys, if you're listening closely, and if you enjoy these live streams, guys. Give me a nice thumbs up, guys. I do appreciate it. It does support the channel, guys. So let's get it. I want you guys to understand what I'm explaining right now. So take a look at this, guys. Look at this line. Look at this move. Boom. Move it over here. Look at exactly where we expected price to go. One of the person that I really learned a lot, which was one of my mentors, you know, shout out to Jack, man, this guy taught me so much. He's from Toronto as well, and he taught me a lot in terms of trading, guys. And one of the things that he taught me was that, and it's so simple. You might be like, oh, you know, it's something very simple, like that it just doesn't mean anything, right? But similarly, price tends to move in waves, and it tends to do the same thing over and over and over. Okay, sometimes it'll do a little bit more, sometimes it'll do a little bit less, but most of the times this is what we can expect price to potentially do. So I said, well, if price is going to potentially break below, I'm probably going to expect a similar move. Again, it doesn't have to be the exact move, but a similar move to the downside. And then I look to the left. Where can we expect price where we can see price is respecting a certain area? So we got support, we got resistance, we got support, right? We got resistance, okay? We got a little bit of resistance and we got support here. So this is an area where I could actually call it out and say, hey, this is an area where I'm expecting price to actually hold this level of support. Bam, right there. And look exactly where I drew that line. It came up here. So now I'm expecting it to come up to these highs. However, let's be mindful of one thing. Sometimes price is so bearish, okay? Sometimes price is so bearish that it won't go all the way down. I mean, it won't pull back all the way right away. Okay, sometimes price will just melt, and that's all right. It is what it is. You miss opportunities. I've missed so many opportunities, and that's okay. Traders miss opportunities all the time. It's totally normal, guys. But let me tell you something new as well, or maybe something that you hear all the time and you just can't accept it, or you feel like you're missing out. When you feel like you're missing out, guys, or you have an expectation of the markets, that's not going to help you with your trading, guys. I'm telling you right now, that is not going to help you with your trading. You shouldn't be expecting always to get something in the market. You don't expect price to go down. Don't expect price to give you 50 pips. When you lose and drop all these expectations of the markets, you will see success in trading, guys. You will level up on your trading to new levels you never thought you would ever reach before. I'm telling you 100%. The amount of times when I first started, had expectations of price going in my favor, I completely found myself so disappointed every single time, guys. Every single time I found myself disappointed. And so that's not what I want you guys to go through. I'm telling you guys, in order for you guys to see success, you have to remove expectations of the markets and understand that there will be losses, and understand that when you get in trades, you know, you look at the markets and you say, okay, price may potentially, what are the probabilities of price pushing to this level high once more, rejecting potentially this area, and then this gives me a better entry for me to get in. Now, you always want to look at your confluences. What are your confirmations before you get in? You stick to your trading plan. Well, we are in a downwards channel. However, we always want to look at the higher time frames. Where are we in the markets? Well, at this point, well, we can see that we have been trending to the downside for quite some time. So going back again, we're referencing what? I've said this so many times, guys, explaining it to you, but you could clearly see what I'm saying here. We have been in a downwards channel on EURUSD for the longest, absolute longest time. But do you guys remember when I told you something? Excuse me. Do you guys remember when I told you guys about price actually maybe shifting its overall direction, but it's not going to go all the way up? Okay, it's not going to go up all of a sudden. Remember that price shifts from downwards trends to upwards trends to sideways ranges. Price will range most of the time, okay, and then it'll switch out of a range into a downwards trend or an upwards trend. But then sometimes at any given time, price starts shifting into ranges. It's totally normal, and it's part of how the market moves, guys. You can look at any single pair and you will see that there will be moments in the markets, okay, where price will exhaust, okay, where there will be exhaustion in the market, okay, and price, almost like I said, again, 90% of the time you will see price what? Exhaust, okay? You'll see price what? Range. Okay, look, we were trending up, and then what happened? Look, trending, and then what happened here, guys? Another consolidation. Okay, this is crazy. The amount of, it's just the reality of it, guys. Look. Okay, and this is the daily, by the way, so usually there's a little bit more upwards trends. Yeah, so see, this is a slight little push to the upside, and it's just ranging. Okay, so that's just an example, just so that you guys could see. Okay, and then so let's just go back to our EURUSD example, right? What were we looking at here? So let's kind of remove this ranging area. Let me remove these arrows here. Okay, perfect. And then so now that we know that, okay, this was a key level where I expected price to kind of stop, I expected price to melt, breaking below this level. I was like, okay, we're looking at sells below this level structure, and I'm expecting it to break below because we do have that selling pressure pushing price down and respecting this downwards trend line on the 4-hour and on the daily as well. So we saw the strong momentum. We were expecting a potential pullback. However, if price is very, very bearish, we can expect a clean continuation to the downside, and unfortunately we miss an entry. It's all good, right? So that's kind of what we're looking at there for EURUSD for now. I'm expecting it to retrace and do some sort of a pullback. Okay, if we kind of clear the charts as well too, just to kind of get a little bit more clarity here. You guys with me? You guys understanding what I'm explaining? Yes. Yeah, you good? You guys good? You guys understanding that? Let's go. We got Smoto. Oh, everyone's giving me thumbs up here. Perfect. Thumbs up. Okay, we got the fire emojis. Let's go. Let's go. Guys, smash that like button for me, guys. We're at 11 likes. Let's go. Can we get it to 20? Let's get it to 20 likes, guys. We got lots of family members here. Smoto, let's go. We got Jason Baker, let's go. We got lots of our family members, man. I'm happy to have you guys. Chapman, let's go. Okay. Let's get it, team. Let's go. Okay. So, anyways, we'll continue on here. So that's kind of what we're looking at. Okay. And then if you want, what I'm going to do here, I'll do it quickly so you guys could see. How did I drop these levels? Well, one of the main things I looked at, let's call up the 4-hour here. Okay, so we know overall in the higher time frames we were in the downward trend, okay? But you guys also knew that I had this line drawn up before. Okay, look, you guys saw that line I had drawn up, right? Yeah, okay, so perfect. We saw this upwards trend line, okay? Even if we drew it up a little bit higher there, we have this upwards trend line like that. Okay, and I'm gonna move this down slightly. There you go. These are just slight fake outs, okay? And then we could see that price broke below, pushed back up, and especially because we knew that this was a level where price had respected in the past over here, okay? Hold on. Well, that's a level 2, but that's the level I'm talking about target-wise as a level support. This level here. That's the level. Okay. So we knew that this was a level. Price came back up, bounced back down, but it melted and it came back and retested it as a level of resistance. Okay. But I'm going to narrow this down even further. So if we go down to the 1 hour, what does this start looking? So we know on the higher time frame on the 4 hour, we're slowly trending to the upside. We are creating higher lows, okay, higher highs, higher low, higher high. This is low, higher high, higher low, higher high on the higher time frames. And then what happened, guys? Right? Ignore this area here because this was just kind of price kind of pushing above. But even if I draw current price action here, we knew that we started forming a downwards trend, okay? And price was respecting this level, this downwards pressure. You know, it was respecting this downwards trend line as well. So this was that cross that you saw earlier. If you were wondering, like, how did I draw it up? That's how I was able to draw it up. Okay, and if we go back to the 4 hour, you'll be able to see it a little bit more clear. And that's how I have my two cross lines. You'll usually see me do that type of drawing ups on my setups. I'll have my lines cross and stuff like that. It's not because I'm just randomly scribbling over charts. It's actually me actually doing my analysis. It's just part of how I do it, part of how I look at the markets. It helps me, and it could help you. You know what I mean? Like I said, everyone has a different way of how they look at the markets. The most important thing is that you feel comfortable and you find your edge and kind of go from there. So let's continue on here. What did I see? Okay, we saw that downwards trend line. We saw price break below. We had that strong momentum, price retested and rejected this level structure. So this is what I said. Anything really below this level, and this is why I drew that line, that black line there here, is sells, right? And that's how I drew that line there, and I looked for sell setups. So now what did we get, guys? We got that strong momentum. Yes, we got awake in the morning because of the news, but look, we got a strong momentum push, and it stopped exactly where I drew that level of support before in the past. Look, we've got support, resistance, resistance, support, support, and now holding it as a level of support. So now we know that as well too. So that's even more of a confirmation as well that this is an area where price has respected right now in the past and is now holding it as a level of support. So I can expect Euro USD to come back up to these highs. I wouldn't say all the way to this high, but at least to this level structure over here. And if we see a rejection of this level, we can then start looking for sell opportunities for Euro USD, okay? This level here is where I want to see USD come up, and I want to see rejection of this level of structure for continuation to the downside. Now, this is where you start using other confirmations. Now that we know that we've broken below this level structure, we wait for the pullback. We know we're in a downwards trend currently, okay? And we know we've broken this upwards trend. So that's even more of a confirmation that, yes, we may expect a continuation of sells for Euro USD short term. And how do you know how far, or how do you know where we are in the markets? Well, if we look, even if we go up to the daily, okay, we can see that there is that downwards trend, and we may be starting to shift. So we failed to break above this level here, okay? And that's okay, that's fine. And we start noticing a shift in the market. So this is the lows over here, okay? So I'm just gonna draw this like this, okay? So we can start seeing that price is starting to shift, okay? So price, if it is breaking this level, it pulls back, and then let's say we get a nice rejection and we expect continuation of sells. If price ends up coming to these lows, what is this starting to look like? If we get a bounce back from this level of support, we can probably see price come back up again, maybe reject this level here, move sideways, and then come back up. And then now what does this market start shifting into? It starts shifting into a sideways ranging market, guys. It went from a downwards channel, downwards trend, and now it's slowly started shifting, okay? That's kind of how we look at the markets there, guys. I hope you guys find that helpful. We've got here Wit, first time here. Welcome, Wit. Welcome to the family. Super excited to have you here, man. Welcome to La Familia. If it's your first time here, guys, and maybe, you're new to trading, or maybe you've just been struggling with your trading, whatever the case is, guys, I just want you to know that we're here to help. You've come to the right place. We've built this amazing community, guys, where, there's a lot of people that are able to learn, guys. Like I said, I do these live streams, and it's like, I'm literally giving you guys my time, you know what I mean? And time is money, and not just time is money. Time is valuable. Time is something that we don't have much of, you know, and that's why I decided to do trading, because even in trading and what I've done, even in my career, you know, being able to even still make six figures is a blessing, but it's still, trading is what's literally allowing me to reach a point where I could be like, I don't need to be doing what I'm doing, you know what I mean? I could just leave, you know what I mean? So it's been such a blessing, but you know, it's at the same time, it's really scary, because I'm at a point in my life where it's like I'm so close to, I've learned so much, I've leveled up so much, but I'm not even close to where I want to be. You know what I mean? Do you get what I'm saying, guys? I'm not even close to where I want to be. So it's like you're always kind of moving forward, and it's like little baby steps, if that makes sense, if you will. You know, and yeah, like I want you guys to understand something, and I want to build you guys and help you guys, structure you guys in your trading in such a way that you will look at the market so differently, that you guys will be able to just kill these markets, you know what I mean? Because when I, you know, I have people that join in, so like, you know, sometimes in my live stream, not anymore because you filter through them and stuff, but people that come in and it's like, hey man, is it like buy or sells or this or that, you know what I mean? It's good to know, hey, what's the direction of the market? But if you're coming in here and you don't know what price is going to do, that's okay. That's part of learning, you know what I mean? You don't know what price is going to do. That's why you're here, right? You're trying to learn. But if you come in here with no explanation, not willing to listen, not willing to learn, and not willing to put in the work, then you're probably in the wrong industry. You know what I mean? Like trading requires time, guys, requires a lot of effort. You know what I mean? You really have to put in the time and effort. It's not just, hey, is it buy or sell? You know what I mean? Or just following my trades. It's actually learning so that you could do it on your own, guys, so that you can start walking on your own. You know what I mean? So I always give my example of the fish. Like I don't mind giving you guys dinners on me, man. Like, you know what I mean? Like, this is dinner, you know what I mean? I don't mind, but you know, like being able to actually teach you how to fish so that you can figure it out on your own is a blessing, because then you can do it on your own and be like, man, I'm so thankful. I'm like, I'm passing, like, you know, I just made my $500 a day. You know what I mean? I just made $100 a day. Guys, do you know what it means to make $100 a day? For someone that's just starting out, that's $3,000 a month on average. I'm not saying you're going to make $100 a day consistently, right? But that's in itself, it's still a blessing. You know what I mean? So anyways, guys, so let's take a look here. I'm just reading through the comments here. So thank you so much to show the correct route. Hey, no worries, Richie, man. Hey, JJ Games, let's go, bro. Let's get it. We've got Summit Montage. Thank you for sharing. I'm learning from you. Thanks, bro. Thanks. Appreciate it, man. Okay, we got IMO. Thank you, my G, for helping us. And yes, time is money. That's right, man. I'm telling you guys, like, you know what I mean? I don't mind doing these live streams, but you know, time is money. And like some people, how do I explain this? Some traders, they don't care. You know what I mean? Like, they have like their programs or they have their stuff and they don't even care, guys. You know what I mean? They come up with all this stuff and they just don't care. But I want to kind of change that, you know what I mean? And I know there's other traders that are like that too, you know what I mean? But I really want to change the game, you know what I mean? And so like for me, you know, the only thing, like for example, what I offer here, like I have my inner circle. But I put time, guys. Like, if you guys don't think that's time, that takes time. You know what I mean? I'm not going to just, like, not care about it. No, that's my time that I put in. And I want to make sure that my members that are there, same as you guys, have a good experience and are able to learn. You know what I mean? That's the whole point of trading and being a part of, you know, a membership or a community, right? So, anyways, guys, that's my my explanation there. And just my, you know, tip of advice. Okay, so I'm gonna continue here, guys. Let's go. Did you do any trade? Gold was the only one. Gold and GBPUSD, believe it or not, I actually called that out in the inner circle. So the GBPUSD was a trade that I took in the inner circle with the team, and it ended up going in our favor a little bit. Today there was a little bit of choppiness, but gold too as well. We did in the live stream, guys. I don't know if you guys got in on that trade, but Both Nas 100 trade I took this morning, guys, was complete fire. We made over 1,000 pips on Nas, guys. I called that out. I don't know if you guys joined our live stream this morning, but I called that out. Like, that was straight fire, guys. That was gold. And then we took a gold trade as well that went over well over 230 pips, but our targets were at 126 pips. So this live stream this morning was definitely fire. So I hope you guys were able to profit either way. Anyways, guys, so let's continue on. Welcome to all the new members, guys. Welcome. Okay, so I was explaining Euro USD, kind of what we were looking at there, but we're gonna move on here. We're gonna move on to our British pairs. So what are we looking at here, guys? For GBP NZD, you know, we were looking and expecting it to continue to go down a little bit further. Overall, for GBP NZD, it's been ranging for quite some time. You know what I mean? It's definitely been ranging for quite some time. However, this is kind of the highs of this range area here. So that is kind of an area that I'm just going to mark off. This is kind of the highs of the range. And, you know, this would be definitely the lows of this range area here. So I'm expecting GBP NZD to probably come down to the lows of this range. However, we do see, you know, a level of support here. So that's resistance here, but it's using it as support now. So if we break below this level, we can definitely expect price to go to the bottom of this range. And if we kind of see how much of a range we have, we're talking about over 700 pips in itself. So that's pretty good. So yeah, and it looks like a head and shoulders pattern formation, which I explained to you guys before. Dailies, you know, it's looking weak. It's not looking bullish at all, but definitely weak. And so like right now it's not really, I mean, if we get price to just hold this level as a level of resistance, we could probably see GBP NZD to continue to go down lower, as long as it just breaks below this level. But I want to see, remember guys, we always want to see a stronger momentum. The reason why I say that is because we can get a lot of fake outs. You know what I mean? The amount of times we see price kind of do something like this where it pushes below and then you think it sells, so you get in on sells. You always want to wait for the retest. You always want to wait for candle closures, because that's going to give you the, you know, that extra confidence to be like, okay, this is right. Price is actually going to go this direction. You know, there's more of a probability that price may go in that direction. Okay, we've got a couple comments. Did you take any trades? Yeah, perfect. Yeah, one on the news, 380 gold trades. Let's go. Yes. Brianna, what app do you guys use since they took down the MT4 app? I had it already downloaded, so I haven't had any issues so far, and also have it in my on my computers. Let's go, guys. We're at 17 likes. Can we get it to 20? Let's take a look at GJ. What are we expecting on GJ if we go on to the daily? So GJ, okay, so GJ, it's funny enough, it created this huge wick here. Cool, that's perfect. Price kind of came back up to this level where price ranged for a while. So this was kind of like the bottom-ish of the range. And so right now we're kind of retesting the top of this range. So this is the resistance area of the range, and now we're kind of potentially holding it as a level of support on the daily. However, it's still looking a little bit bearish for the daily candle. You can see it right here. What I'd like to see is price probably push down a little bit, and maybe we may see a rejection of this level for a continuation to the upside. If we narrow it down to the 4 hour, basically, as long as we hold this level of support here, although we've kind of broken below this previous low, right? We have to understand that this, in the higher time frames, like the 4 hour, which we're in, excuse me, like the 4 hour that we're in right now, could just mean it's a more complex pullback, but it's really a continuation to the upside, if that makes sense. if for example GJ breaks below this level of support right now at this point, then we'd be looking for sells. So let's say, for example, tomorrow morning we wake up at New York session, right, and we see something like this. We see a break below. We'll probably see a strong break like this, like, you know, bearish sentiment. Then I would expect same thing. We would wait for the retest, right, and then we would just short it. Okay. However, if we see, for example, you know, we get London session, price comes back up, probably rejects this level and then comes in ranges for a bit. If we see some sort of bullish price action and then a pullback, or we see it come up kind of like a range for now, and then London session, it pushes back up, and then maybe around 6:30, 7 a.m. New York open area, we may get that pullback, and then we look for longs, right? So that's kind of what we can expect for now for GJ. And again, this is the 4-hour time frame, so it'll help us get an understanding of the overall direction. That's kind of what I'm looking at for now, guys. And really, if you just kind of look at it, you can't really, like, I mean, how can you trade something like that? Obviously, it's not the right time to be trading this pair anyways, but you can't really trade. Like, look at this. It goes up, goes down, goes up, goes down, and it's not even nothing. Like, this isn't higher highs or higher lows. This is, we're talking about 30 pip here. We're talking about 21 pips here, right? Like, this is, you don't really trade this type of stuff here. It's just a little bit more choppy. It's a little bit more better up here, but even then, it's not something I'd be want to get into, if that makes sense. Especially current price action. You can't trade anything like that. What I want to see is price just hold this level of support. We may see some sort of a range, okay? So we'll come back to GJ. That's kind of what I'm looking at currently, actively for GJ. And if we go to GU right now, this is much more cleaner. And this is why I like GU more. I find that GU is a little bit... I personally like trading GU. We can see clean. This is what I'm talking about. Nice clean price action. So if we go, let's go up to the weekly. Let's see kind of where we're at with the weekly. It seems like we are getting a rejection right now at this level. So let me clear the charts. We're gonna start fresh, and then we'll kind of go from there. Just give me one sec. Oh shoot, 1 second here, guys. My page just refreshed. Guys, we're at 21 likes. Let's go. Can we get it to 30 likes, guys? I really do appreciate all the love and support. Also, guys, for all the new members that are just tuning in, guys, let me know where you're joining us from, guys. Let me know where you're tuning in from in the chat box below. And also, don't forget to turn on your notification bells and hit all notifications so you don't miss a live stream. Okay, we got Brianna, so we just have to wait until they add it again. Yeah, pretty much, like, from what I've heard, that's pretty much the case. Unfortunately, it's just Apple that did it. Yeah, I think Android, you can still get it access to it. I'm not too sure. Brianna, okay, so I lost my money, left a lot on GU this morning with the news. So my question to my loss is, the candlestick before the news was bullish, so I should have bought when it closed bullish for the news. This is why I typically, and it's okay, Brianna, it's totally normal, you know what I mean? I typically, personally, everyone has a different way of trading, you know what I mean? Some people, like, you know, I've followed people that have done, like, where they put, you know, like a sell limit, and then they put, like, you know, a buy limit at a certain area and stuff like that. They do crazy stuff. But I personally, what I do is I wait for the news to do what it has to do, and then after the move, dependent on a close, then I get onto it. So if, for example, let's say, let's go back to gold, right? So we had the gold news. The problem is gold will wick you out, guys. I'm telling you right now, I don't trade news really. But if you look at it, what were we looking at, right? My overall technical analysis was, and you guys saw it, was this morning, and we got this gold trade perfectly, was sells, right? We knew that. So we got in here on sells, and this is when I told you guys on gold this morning. You can go watch the live stream if you missed out on it. We were able to profit over 126 pips, okay? Now, yes, it melted, but you have to realize that look how much after, okay, so after price did its thing, then later on the news came out. Perfect. If you would have got in here, for example, for example, on buys or something, funny enough, I was actually looking at buys when price came down here. I was looking at buys in the lower time frames. Thank God I didn't get in. You know, getting in on sells here would be a good idea after the news, especially because you know that this is a major level of resistance. So kind of the way I see it is, instead of getting in exactly when the news comes out, it's better to kind of wait for confirmations, because that confirmation will help you not blow out your, or wick you out, or stop you out, if that makes sense. Or you get into a trade similar to kind of our GBP and you just hold on to it. You know what I mean? You know that it's going to go down almost not, like 90% of the time. Well, no one knows, but it's a high probable setup, and you just kind of ride it out. And that's what we did this morning on GBP and it ended up going in our favor, and it hit our take profit, right? So that's really all it is. You just gotta understand, okay, you know, price could wick me out. This is my overall bias. I'm looking for longs or buys, however you want to call it, for people that are maybe new and don't understand. I'm looking for longs / buys, and you put your stop, you put 20 pips, and then you're like, all right, that's it. If it hits my stop, it hits my stop. It is what it is, right? But that way you're not kind of gambling like, oh man, I hope, because trust me, news will wake you out, especially pairs like gold, especially, you know what I mean? Look at our NAS trade, guys. Our NAS trade went exactly as I expected, guys, exactly as predicted. Look at this, guys. This morning, I literally told you guys, I'm looking at gold. I'm looking at NAS 100. We're looking for sells. This is my bias. I had a couple people asking me, Pedro, what do you think? Are we looking at sells for NAS? What are your thoughts? These were my thoughts one by one. You can go back and watch the live stream. It's literally from this morning. And you'll be able to kind of reference back and see how I was looking at the markets, why I was expecting it to sell. But listen to this. This happened before the fact. So the trade that we took, so when NAS started melting, this was well before the news came out, right? So that's what I'm saying. You can still profit without having to like think that you're going to make a bunch of money in the news, right? So just kind of be mindful. I'd rather play it safe personally from my experience. Again, like I've been doing this for 6 years, and you get burnt. The market will humble you guys. I'm telling you right now, the market will humble you if you think you can kind of guess the direction it's going to go. And that's the problem, is a lot of traders tried to guess the direction. Remember the example, guys, that I give you guys of following the train. You know what I mean? You have to hop onto the train and go with the flow, go with the direction of the train, and then you hop off where you want to get off, your destination. You don't want to try and steer the train, because you can't steer the train, guys. I'm telling you right now, you can't. If the train's going to Vancouver, or the train's going to California, or it's going to Australia, or it's going to wherever, you can't change its direction, guys. You know, you can only say, okay, this is my stop, I'm going to get out. Right? This is the location I want to get out. Thank you. Bye. Take your money and run. Right? So when you're trying to hope to trade the news and you see it kind of buys and then it wicks you out, there's higher probabilities that you're going to find yourself losing out on trades than winning. Okay? Trading the news takes time and a lot of experience to really kind of see what the probable outcome of a news release and how the effects of that news release will impact your analysis and your outcome on a trade. Okay, but either way, guys, I don't want you guys to feel bad. Okay, Brianna, I don't want you to get discouraged. You know, you have us, you have me here, and we're here to help you guys. And that's my whole objective, guys. Like I said, is to help you every step of the way. Have your psychology in place, have everything, guys, your technicals, your everything. And you just got to keep pushing forward, guys. You know what I mean? You have an awesome community here, guys, that you can count on. You know what I mean? For those that are new people that are just joining in, guys, make sure you guys also tune in and hit that subscribe button, guys, and also hit the notification bells and hit all notifications. Also, new members, guys, introduce yourself. I always love hearing from you guys. Let me know where you're tuning in from. Let's go. I'm going to put the link for our free Telegram group as well. So I'm going to share that in the chat box below. I look forward to seeing you guys tune in, and I look forward to seeing you in there as well. I'm going to pin it right now so you'll be able to see it on the chat box there. So Raj here from last few days. I am losing money in Forex. Siraj, I understand that's totally part of the game, my man. Okay, so Buddha, yo, good morning, everyone from South Africa and beyond. Pedro, what's your input on AUUSD today? Okay, we'll take a look at AUUSD because I've been eyeing that one too. We'll take a look at it in 1 second, all right, so let's continue on here. We're gonna see Brianna. Okay, for NAS 100, you would wait for a pullback before you get in for a sell. So for NAS 100, I would definitely wouldn't trade it right now at all. But yes, I would wait for a pullback always. So I wouldn't take that pull. So you can see right now, for example, price is reacting at this level, right? But if we realize right now, which level is a little bit more powerful, I'd say probably this level here. We got support, right? We've got a little bit of support here, resistance, a little bit of support, resistance, support. Don't know what's happening there. A little bit of range, and then a little bit of support here and a little bit of resistance. And then here we just have this one here. And so we got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And then here we've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. So I would expect probably NAS to probably come up to this high level over here as a level where price may reject, right? Remember, it's a zone. It's not an exact area. That's kind of where I'm expecting the pullback may happen. But keep this in mind. I don't expect to trade. I wouldn't recommend to trade NAS at all around this time at all. I would wait for New York Open. So typically around 9:30 as well for trading NAS. You want to wait for 9:30, but you want to have everything all kind of lined up around 8. Just have kind of everything all marked off. And but yeah, like I said, either way, I look at NAS in the mornings with you guys. So don't worry, Brianna. We'll look at it together tomorrow. And yeah, we'll go from there, guys. So let's continue on here, guys. Let's take an AUUSD. Welcome to all the new members that are just tuning in right now. Let's go. We're at 26 likes, guys. Thank you so much. Appreciate the love and support. So if we go up to the daily, what are we looking at the daily right now? So on the daily, it seems like, well, we have been trending to the downside. So that's the overall clear direction. We are in a downwards direction. Okay, that's the overall sentiment right now for AUUSD. However, it seems like price tried to break above and pull back, but it failed. So it came to this level and it failed and it pushed down below. So now that we know that we're in a downwards bearish sentiment, we can see that price has been trying to, push above, and we tried to hold this level of support, and unfortunately we failed. And if you look over here on the left hand side, look at this, it held it as a level of support as well, and it tried to stay there. And unfortunately, even after the news, price broke below. What are we getting now, guys? We're getting a clean retest here on the 4-hour. So this is nice too for AUUSD. This is a potentially good sell setup. However, this is also a level of support, so we just kind of have to be mindful of this area as well. So if we get price come back up to this level, we can kind of just sell the highs of this resistance area. And let's see how much of a pip range we would have. So even if we sell kind of a little bit closer here, that's about 60 pip move. So it's not huge, but again, we may be able to come to this level. So if we do see price pushing back, which it already is, we may see price come back up to these highs. If we see rejection of this level, okay, and we see bearish price action, then I can expect a continuation to the downside, which would be a 60 pip gain here. Okay, so even if you set your stops here, let's say you set it above this level right here at 25 pips, anything above, if price starts pushing above this level, I'm not looking for sells at that point. It invalidates the sell setup. And so, having a nice, clean, tighter stop loss, like, 25 pips is more than enough for me. And then, target the lows for potential 60 pip profit. Okay, that's kind of what we're looking at AUUSD for now. Okay, let's go, let's get it. We got Whit from Florida. Let's go. Welcome, my man. Welcome to all the new members, guys. Appreciate you guys. All right, guys, let me know in the chat box if you're understanding that explanation. You guys getting it? Yes. If you are, guys, give me a nice thumbs up. Give your boy a thumbs up. But also, guys, let me know in the chat box below if you're understanding what I'm explaining to you guys, because I want to make sure you guys are learning, you guys are understanding the concepts, and you know, kind of what I'm looking at in the charts, what I'm expecting for price to do. So let's kind of move on here. So that's kind of what I'm looking at for AUUSD for now, and then we'll kind of go from there. Anything breaking below this level here, we're definitely looking for sell setups, and then we would just, again, we would target these lows over here as a level where price may go down to potentially. And then again, if we look at how much of a range we have from here to here, it'll be probably similar. So it's about 80 pips. Yeah, and overall it's just very, like, you know, you can see the bearish price action here that we have. Okay, and then, I mean, for those that like to use the moving averages, we're getting a cross of the moving averages on the 4-hour time frame, so that's pretty significant. Even here on the 1 hour, we're getting a cross of the moving averages, so this could be a good potential sell setup because we do have the nice strong momentum push. Okay, we got the pullback. Again, I probably see it come up a little bit higher, and we would want it to come up a little bit higher anyways, because it'll give us a much better entry. And then, like I said, we kind of set our stops here, so I'm gonna already kind of start marking it up already, just so that you guys could use it as reference. So we probably kind of mark off our levels here. We set our stops, you know, something nice and tight. I would say even 20 pips is more than enough. But if we're gonna like set it up here, let's say before I go to bed, 25 pips, set my stops down below here at this level, you know, 62 pips, talking about a 2.4 risk reward ratio, not too bad, you know. And yeah, that's a quick easy 60 pips, let it do its thing. 25 pip stop, you know, it could be a little bit tighter, but just to give it a little bit of breather room, I would say 25 pips is more than suffice. And kind of let it do its thing, guys. But that's kind of what we're looking at there for AUUSD. Let's go. Let's take a look at USD/JPY. Again, remember what I told you guys for USD/JPY, we'd kind of range here, and it's literally doing that. So it's just kind of ranging sideways, especially after a move like this. Do you guys remember when I told you guys a couple days ago, I said after a strong move like this, I'm expecting price to range, consolidate. You know, that's kind of what we're seeing now at this point. 4 hours kind of looking also like it's starting to narrow itself a little bit, so we may be forming some sort of a type of symmetrical triangle formation, something like that. So that to me is an indication that we may expect some sort of a breakout anytime soon, and that breakout could be to the downside as well as could be to the upside. So we'll keep an eye out on USD/JPY, and we'll see what ends up happening. Okay, guys, you guys understanding this? Yes, let me know if you guys are understanding this explanation, guys. Give me a thumbs up, guys. Let's go. That's good. We got Buddha here. I hope that's good that you understood it, my man. That's perfect. Okay, so let's go. We got the Spanish music in the background. That's how we do it, man. So if you guys are wondering, I like I said earlier at the beginning of the live stream, I listen to my own music because for some reason, because of copyright, it just doesn't allow me to put the type of music I really personally would like. So I'd put some nice relaxing background music for you guys while I'm talking, but in reality I'm listening to like Spanish music, so I'm like here in the back end just partying, like, yeah, we're looking at you, you're USD, man. It's too funny. Okay, so yeah, that's kind of what we're looking at there, guys. Euro odd again, and this is why I kind of marked off here. Do you guys see what I'm doing here? Euro odd, if we're getting a rejection here, we may actually see Euro odd a potential rejection of this level, and we could kind of even just targeting the highs, guys. That's like 70 pips. Even let's say we target it just a tad bit below, that's still like 60 pips, just a tad bit there below this level of resistance here. You know, we set our stops just a tad bit below here. let's say 25 pips stop there, this could be a good potential setup. And even if it goes higher, let's say to these highs over here, that is about 117 pips. So this could be a nice little setup here for Euro odd. Yeah, because we have been kind of trending to the downside, and it seems like it's slightly starting to push above, but it could also just be a fake out too. But we are also kind of narrowing price down, so we're expecting some sort of a breakout, and this breakout could be to the downside or to the upside. We just don't know yet. The moving averages, obviously we do need to realize that we are rejecting the 50 moving average. Excuse me. 50 moving average here. So because we're seeing this rejection here on the 50 moving average, we just got to be mindful, but that could change, guys. This is just a moving average, but that could change, right? Price could come and create some sort of a wick and push up, and start changing its direction for Euro odd. Not only that, if we go up to the daily, we're also kind of at a point where you could see clearly what is going on with the 50 moving average. The 50 moving average is below price, you know, and the 20 moving average is above the 50 moving average, and it's below price. So this is an indication that the overall direction currently is still to the upside. As long as price is able to respect, look, you can see that we have a little bit of resistance here as well, support. So we know that it's a major level of structure. So we're kind of at, you know, we had that bullish trajectory, and now price broke above even this level of resistance here as well, and above this level of support. And so we're kind of holding it now. You know what I mean? We're holding it because remember, this is a zone. This isn't just a line. Like, this is actually a zone area, right? So when we draw out these levels, it's actually a zone. So in reality, it is touching these points here as well. Okay. So we are rejecting this zone. Okay. So we have to be mindful of that. And also we've been in a downwards, you know, trend line here. You can see my trend line right there perfectly. And then we kind of broke above, and then we're pulling back at this point, and we're really narrowing it down to this kind of level of support right now. So like I said, let's see if price is going to hold this level of, you know, support, and see if it's going to reject here, these moving averages on the 1 hour time frame. And not only that, we could see a rejection. If we see a rejection of the moving averages, but also rejection of this 0.618 and 0.50, we may just expect price to probably push to the upside. So that could be a possibility. But again, it's a little bit more of a higher risk trade. I am yo, let's go. Got the laughing emoji there. Yeah. Oh yeah, bro. We listen to our Spanish music day in, day out, man. I got my Spanish music here while I'm teaching. Yes. Okay, we got yes, understood. Before I ask my brother, thanks for your input. Hey man, no worries, man. Smoto, let's go. US 30, let's get it. Wit, yes, let's get it, guys. Let's get it. We're at 26 likes, guys. Can we get it to 30? Let's go. All right, guys, welcome to all of our new members that are just tuning in. Welcome. You know, again, same with this Euro odd trade. Look, you know, I want to see even this 30-minute candle close bullish. If it closes bullish, I'm probably going to get in on buys here for Euro odd. Again, it is like any trade, there's some sort of risk, right? Because it could just be a fake out. So we just have to be mindful of that, you know. But at this point, we are getting across the moving averages. You know, the 1 hour seems like it's holding that level of support. So this could be a nice clean early entry, which will help me kind of get a better entry. So if price does end up not going in my favor, then I'm cutting my losses nice and short. And, you know, if it does go in my favor, then I do have a nice range of about, you know, even if I target, just like I said, if I just target even these highs, that's 67 pips. You know what I mean? And then if I target, you know, this level here, which is the, you know, higher level of resistance. So these highs over here, we're talking about 115 pips and so on. So Let's go back to our British pound pairs. I know GBP. So look at this, GBP US. I want to actually put an alert actually. Let's go back up to the daily. Yeah, so GBP US, that's kind of what I'm looking at right now. But yeah, we'll see what ends up happening here, guys, for GBP US. Got to break below. As long as it rejects this level, we may see a continuation to the downside. However, we just got to keep in mind this is a level as well. That is a level of support. So it's quite, you know, previous resistance, future support. So if, you know, price comes back up here, rejects, we can kind of target here, take our TP1s, move our stop loss to entry, and then if it continues to go down further, then, you know, you're officially in a risk-free trade. Okay, it's kind of what we're looking at there. And then GBP NZD, just gonna stay out for GBP NZD right now. It's not really looking that good. Yeah, so that's kind of what we're looking at there. Let's see if there is. I think we had one of our GBP odd, right? Let's go, let's go. Price is just ranging. Yeah, price is ranging here right now. So I would just stick out a GBP odd, guys. It's this type of indecision like that, just I wouldn't really trade GBP odd right now at this point. It's not really giving us a clear direction. There's indecision on the daily. 4 hour, you know, we are seeing price kind of go back down, but again, this is a whole lot of sideways action. You can see it very clear. Okay, so what do we look for again, guys, when price is ranging like this, guys? What do we look for? You guys know I teach this in my live streams every single time. What does price do when we're stuck in a range? What do we look for when the market is consolidating sideways? As traders, what do we do in this case? I'm waiting for an answer, guys. Let's go. Man, you guys are quiet tonight. We're looking for a breakout, guys, okay? We are looking for a breakout. That's what we're looking at, okay? So that's what we're looking at there for example, GBP odd. At this point, overall, just very price action. I want to see a clear direction, either to the upside or to the downside. But there's just too much indecision. Even the daily looks very indecisive. Look at this. It's way too wicky. Very, very, very indecisive, guys. Okay, so we'll come back to that anyways. And then, yeah, I think Euro odd will be a good entry potentially, but let's see. Like I said, I want to see this candle close, at least a 30-minute candle close bullish. Otherwise, I don't know. I need to see it hold this level support of the 50 moving average. 1 hour, I would prefer the 1 hour to close a little bit bullish. It's a little bit higher risk setup here on Euro odd. Excuse me. The only reason why I'm saying that is because if we look at the higher time frames, we have been pushing to the downside. But again, let's clear the charts here for a sec. you know, we have been trending to the downside. We're coming at a level that is really crucial as a level of support. You can see it, right? But I need you guys to understand why I'm saying what I'm saying. And so the only thing I would say is that we could expect it to be just a fake out, right? Because even though, yes, we have been trending to the downside, this could also just be a fake out, right? So if we go down to the 1 hour, right, this just could be price just, you know, wicking above or coming back above and then pushing back down, and we may see it continue to go down to this level structure, right? So that's what I'm saying. I need to see a little bit more bullish price action, close above, and then we may expect a continuation to the upside, probably target these highs or even a little bit further. Okay, so that's why I wouldn't get in just yet, but we know that that's kind of the overall bias. I would probably set an alert. I can set an alert here, let's say a little bit higher, and then we'll put on an alert here, crossing by zone. Let's put it there. Done. So it's gonna let us know once we cross that area. If we cross around there, then I'll be looking at buys. Yeah. Euro USD, we kind of already went through this for Euro USD, so similar concept for Euro USD, expecting it to probably come back up to this level of resistance here and probably retest the 20 moving average. If we get a nice clean rejection, then we can expect a clean continuation to the downside here. So yeah, so a rejection of our 0.618, and then we can set our targets for sells. You know, a nice 20 pip stop. You could probably enter around here, set TP1 47 pips, TP2 93 pips, something like that. And if we look at the higher time frames, we're getting also a cross of the moving average on the 4 hour. So this is also significant, guys. We're getting a cross of the moving average on the 4 hour, guys. So that's also another indication that, you know, price is respecting this downward trend. Also, even on the 4 hour, you could see that price is respecting our downwards trend line as well. Okay. Also, but it's funny, it sounds funny, but also in the 4 hour, you know, we were kind of pushing to the upside, and then what happened here as well too? Look, price went to the upside, and then what happened? It broke the upwards trend line, right? So that's also another thing to consider. A little bit higher there. There we go. Okay, so we got that strong momentum push. We broke our upwards trend. And, you know, this could be a more complex pullback, possibly, but I don't think that's the case. I just want to see price come back higher so that we can get a much better entry. Let's go, guys. We've got Lawrence here. Keep grinding, Pedro. I gotta get some sleep. See you at 7:30. Let's go, bro. Yo, I don't stop. I really don't stop, guys. Guys, we're at 31 likes, guys. Can we get it to 40? Let's go. Can we get it to 40 and support your man? I really do appreciate it, guys. I really appreciate the love, appreciate the support. And, you know, all the new members that are just tuning in, maybe it's your first time, guys. Welcome to La Familia. Welcome to the family. Yeah. Consider also joining our free Telegram group, guys. We have an amazing community on there. I can't stress that enough, guys. We have an amazing community in the Telegram group. Wow, it's almost 1 in the morning, guys. Damn. All right, guys, welcome. I have a couple more people just tuning in right now. All right, so that's kind of what I'm looking at there, guys, for now. Give me 1 second here, guys. Okay, so let's continue on here. So that's kind of what I'm looking at there for Euro USD. And if we narrow it down to the 30-minute, yeah, I'd like to just see a little bit price to come up a little bit higher, at least to the 0.50 here, and reject this level. But we'll see, or even reject the 20 moving average. If we get a nice clean rejection of the 20 moving average, again, we'll have such a nice, clean, perfect setup here for Euro USD. I'm going to set my notifications as well. So let's say even like around this area here, I'm going to set my alerts here. Crossing perfect sell area, perfect sell area. Okay, for Euro USD. And that'll be kind of the area of about 0.98400. That's kind of the area I'm looking at, guys, for sells, okay? For Euro USD. I'll keep you guys in the loop either way, so make sure you guys tune in. Either you're already part of the family on YouTube, or make sure you guys tune in on our Telegram group that we have. Okay, that's the easiest way to kind of stay in touch with everyone here, is just joining in and tuning in on the Telegram group, guys. Like I said, we have an amazing family there, guys. Solid group of traders. You know, it's a community that you can go in and count on. And I look forward to seeing you guys inside. Okay, so that's what I'm looking at there for Euro USD, guys. Let's continue on. So that we'll see what ends up happening. If for whatever reason we see that price is still kind of, you know, rejecting, we're getting heavy wicks here, then maybe, you know, getting in a little bit earlier might be the thing. But what I don't want to do is get in early here, and then, for example, price comes back up, wicks us out of our stop loss. It's just not better. It's not good like this, right? So let's say we go here, and then it comes here and wicks us out at the 20 moving average. It's better to wait, be patient, get a better entry. That way you manage your risk, and not only that, you're also better, you're able to get a much better risk reward ratio, and much more chances of price not going to hit your stop loss. Okay, so that's kind of what I'm looking at there. And then again, gold, like I said, we may see gold kind of just melt to the downside if it respects this level of structure. It seems like it is. Even the 30-minute, it is rejecting the 20 moving average, so I may see gold sells at this point. Could be a possibility. Yeah, yeah, we got a cross here. This seems like this is the level where price is holding. We may just see gold sells here. Even if you target the lows, that's about 50 pips. But ideally, I do see it kind of, if it goes below, I do see it going down probably around here. Still about 138 pips. Yeah, could be a possibility there, guys, for gold. All right, guys, so that's pretty much all I have for tonight. I'll keep you guys in the loop. Either way, I'll see you guys tomorrow at 7 a.m. Eastern Standard Time. So I look forward to seeing you guys join in as always. Also, if you're new to the family, guys, consider subscribing. Also, hitting that notification bell, guys. Don't forget to hit all notifications so you get notified every single time we're live. And I'm just going to leave this here, guys, for my VIP inner circle. If you're interested in leveling up on your trading, or, you know, maybe you have, you know, a lot of questions or whatever the case is, and you're looking to just really get clarity in the markets, guys, or, you know, maybe you're just tired of blowing your account. Maybe you're tired of just losing trades, and you really just kind of want to follow through and see how I'm able to catch these opportunities and just really learn and, you know, kind of mature in your journey in trading. I've created that inner circle. You know, I have lots of great price plans and stuff like that for you to get started, and you can kind of copy the trades I take too as well. Also, guys, here's the link to my recommended broker. I do have everything put in there, guys, so thank you so much, guys, for tuning in. There's the link to join in. Really good customer service and nice tight spread. So thanks so much, guys, for tuning in. Appreciate you all. If you enjoyed this live stream, guys, share with anyone that you may think that this may be helpful to. Also, make sure you guys watch my other live streams in the past. So, for example, if you missed out this morning's live stream on our NAS trade that went exactly as expected, we made over 1,000 pips, guys, profit, and our gold trade that went over 126 pips profit, and our Gbpusd trade that went over, I think it was 56 pips profit. 3 trades today, this morning alone from the live stream that went exactly as predicted, guys. Feel free to go back and reference to that video. That's the previous live stream, and, you know, just watch it, guys. You know, if you're new to trading, guys, I suggest you watch all of my live streams, and you get the chance, guys, every day just to reference back, you know what I mean? And that way you can learn little by little, guys. So thank you so much, guys, for tuning in. Like I said, I've got my links to my broker that I recommend. Like I said, really good customer service. They're regulated, which is really important to me and for you. And they are also they really have really tight spreads in comparison to the other brokers I've been in the past. Like I said, I've been in the industry for 6 years. So do recommend them. They come with a sign-up bonus. I don't know the details, but all I know is that you're going to get some sort of sign-up bonus, and that is a referral link as well too, guys. So it does give me some sort of a it's a win-win. So you get a sign-up bonus, and I also get something as well. I'm not even sure what I get, so, but either ways, I just highly recommend them. So thank you so much, guys, for tuning in. I appreciate you all, and I'll see you guys tomorrow at 7 a.m. Eastern Standard Time. And also, don't forget to join in on our Telegram family. Let's go, guys. Thank you so much. Have yourself a great night. Bye for now.